So when last we left off, you guys had just made it down the mountain, just in time to be called into effectively kind of a war meeting. You've got about a couple hours before the undead horde gets close enough that you've really got to start pushing them back. Um, Rakshasa, your father basically has brings you into the tent. Um, you guys, I believe, had told him about um, the Giants joining you, I believe, and that was kind of where we
Frost
left
King?
off. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are we enemies with the Frost King?
Uh, Historically, yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but it's kind of the enemy of my enemy.
Oh, yeah. Yep, in this instance.
Um. So yeah. Um. You guys see he has kind of like a battle map on a wooden table. Um There's only about two other like soldiers in the room. Um, yeah. So,
Well, I guess I would ask him. So, what has your recon told you, Father?
mm, well, we sent out Vrak to go try to capture one of the old dwarven fortresses and claim some of their armaments, their catapults and such. Um, haven't heard any word from him on that. Um, and we managed to get our ballistas set up on the ridgeline so that they can cover from the side, uh, even if they get close to the village. Um, Effectively, all that I've been able to gather are five platoons uh, of 50 soldiers each, and then we have three platoons of medical staff um, who can apply field aid, healers of sorts. Um, if you boys are willing to be generals, we could each try to take a command and try to survive this thing.
You do know, I guess by now, that the Frost King has joined us.
Indeed, you said so. Although no sign of him from what we can tell. Perhaps they'll wait until the actual blood starts shedding.
Yeah, that'd be just like him.
Hmm.
Um, well, what what do you need us to do? We will gladly, I'm sure I speak for all of us, take a command as one of your generals.
You're like some 18-foot wonders are going to follow a 4'5" gnome.
I believe if my father tells them to, they will.
Um,
They may carry you, though.
Well, as long as they can see me, I will guide them.
so yeah, you see he like puts like some points on the battlefield, kind of showing where everything is. Um, well, as if Vrock is able to capture the fort and our ballistamen are unassailed, we should be able to move our troops up to this line. Um, he scratches out a part. According to one of my scouts, uh, they seem to have some sort of undead general. Um, Hopefully, if we take him out, their lines will fall.
Is
I
there
wonder
any?
if we know this one. It's undead. Have we encountered him before, Harry? Harry,
Do what?
have we or Zeke have we encountered this undead general before, to your knowledge, in any of our travels?
I
Seems
think it's.
familiar.
I think he's the. Do you? It was like in the very beginning of our adventures. There was one that we fought, and then he appeared a second time. If
Was that
not a
in the
third.
desert?
So,
That was back in the desert, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. This was
he goes on to describe.
4 years.
Um, apparently, it's some sort of undead on a red fiery horse.
No, I've never heard of it.
Okay.
And I look around like maybe it's one of those four horsemen we fought earlier.
Do we know what sort of forces they have? How many platoons, brigades, divisions?
Um, yeah, so you would know they have at least currently moving up on the battlefield about five like hordes of troops. Um and then they have what seem to be these undead like hill giants. Um they're a lot weaker and smaller than like the frost giants. They're like the weakest of giant kind. But still, nothing to be trifled with. Some pretty big bruisers. And then they might have like other troops scattered about. Hey, can
Or
you guys
look
hear me?
at and then come back.
Can you guys hear me? Hello.
Hello?
Oh, yep.
Okay. So how far did I get into that?
I don't know.
You did.
Oh,
I didn't hear
okay.
you say anything.
So they have five like large hordes of undead troops. Seems to be about like 50 to 75 in these squads, and then they have two what seem to be undead like hill giants. So probably they're the weakest of giant kind, but still pretty tough. Um, as kind of their kind of shock troops. Um, and then various like they might have other ones going off like hitting other different targets.
And we have barristas or ballistas in place.
So yeah, the ballistas are set up on kind of like a forested ridge line where they can overview the rest of the battlefield. And basically, peg them from afar, or if they get up to the village, they're still not compromised there. Um, and then he had mentioned that they were trying to capture some catapults from one of the old dwarven fortresses.
What do we have anything available to us as far as help from outsiders or spirits or anywhere else we can muster or call in favors in
Um,
time?
you might be able to. I mean, so you've got theoretically you've got the frost giants, and even possibly some like fire giants and cloud giants, coming
Hmm.
coming down. Um, you also, I mean, unfortunately, at this point, it would probably be a little bit late to get the help from uh, the city of Volta, like those Warforged up this way.
Hmm.
They were going to kind of meet you past this point, going into Rhodesia. Um, but You guys
I was gonna
also. Oh,
I was gonna say, what if I know Craig's not here, but we could say that we use one of his spells where he can send a message back to Volta to see if we can get them to meet closer. Like they may still be a little late.
well, so I mean, it would be a couple days. Like it's a couple days journey from there.
Ah,
Um, you guys, I will say, I mean, you guys are more than the average soldier, right? So you guys being part of one of these combat groups, one of these platoons of soldiers, you can definitely make the difference, right? Um, and you can inspire or empower them in certain ways. Um, there's also the possibility of like hitting these like he said, if you target the general, you might be able to um, affect the rest of the battle. Um,
Mm.
so, so at this point, one of the Goliaths comes in. He's got like a bow on. Um, Sir, uh, bad news from the ballista. They've seen a troop of undead heading their direction.
How
Um,
much time till they reach them?
at the pace they're going, probably only about an hour or so. And still no word from Vrock at the fortress.
Do we know
Well,
exactly what their objective is?
Uh,
Other
I mean, theoretically, their objective is to overwhelm and eventually capture the frost giants, or like any dragons or anything. Basically, the powerful creatures of these mountains.
is there any way we can avalanche them, slow down their speed?
I wonder if you could shatter and break open the ground,
Um,
create caverns or crevices.
I mean,
They'd have to
you
go
could
around and
definitely
slow them down.
you could definitely attempt to do something to bring the mountain down, I suppose, but
Or
it
just a
would.
wall of rock in their path to stop a few hundred or 1,000 or
I mean, if you guys wanted, you could. I mean, you guys have the ability to like. It's not going to be a total outnumbering, right? It's not going to be just a decimation, because I mean, you
yeah.
guys have some forces. Um, you guys could definitely focus on just trying to clear the battlefield, or you can go for these strategic points of defense. Um, yeah.
well, your best offense is a good defense. That is a fact. And of course, if a general is our target, how can we hinder them and wipe them and clear them to get to the general? Maybe a deceptive mood or a move or a type of feign uh, attack over here. Can we draw them? Are they susceptible to be drawn away, or are they programmed to go in a specific
Uh,
direction?
go ahead and roll either insight or investigation.
Insight. Mm.
So you would probably realize. I mean, once you get close enough, they'll probably stop. They'll move towards anything that lives. Um, and if you cause like a big enough commotion, with they might be persuaded to head towards like whatever movement or whatnot.
Okay.
Rock, you see at this point, your father like dons his gear, pulls out his glaive. Um, well,
He grabs his gear and his blade. Is that what you said?
yeah, and uh, starts heading towards the troops.
Well, do you want us to split up and go separate? Tell us real quick where you want us to go. We'll start getting set up and we'll wait on them. I've been curious to see if there's a way we could trick them and three or four of us could sneak in and infiltrate them and maybe have a chance to kill their undead general during the battle. But if that's
Does the
Um,
not
general
a
stand out?
possibility,
say what?
huh?
Does the general stand out in particular?
So I mean, you guys are about like a mile or two away from where most of the horde is centered. So can't really physically see them. Um,
Yeah.
in manner though, it does because described as this like almost warrior in red on top of a red fiery horse. Um, but yeah, uh, but you guys don't know where he is at the moment. Um, well, uh, if we wanted to split up, some of us head to the ballistas to back them up, and then some of us head to the fort. We could do that, or if you would rather, I go to the fort alone, or go to the ballistas alone, and you meet up with me after either one is handled.
Well, there's what, one, two, four of us with four. What'd you say we had divisions or?
We have five platoons,
Oh,
and
okay,
then
yeah.
and two medical personnels.
Well, I don't know who has the most strategery experience, but I guess we could all maybe work. Someone go up with the baristas, and then maybe one in hiding somewhere to come out and try and flank them. I don't know on this.
What does the terrain look like? Are we going to have a map on this, the battleground,
Uh,
or do we?
in effect, it's going to be a very simplified map.
Mm-hmm.
Effectively, this is going to be a very different form of combat where it's more troop movement, war game strategy rather than traditional D&D token combat. But yeah, so I mean, effectively, like I said, you guys can influence how your platoon moves around. Like, say, if you wanted to give your bardic inspiration to your troops attack or something like that, especially things that have a cost, or like Karathu with the bonus action dash or something like that, or going to hide, those can be used. Um, you guys have an effect, like you guys can influence how your troops behave effectively.
Do they have specialties? I mean, is there like a platoon of archers, or are they all just a mixed match of specialties? Or
Yeah, so I mean, there's some that have like spears, some that have like swords, shields. I mean, it varies.
okay,
Most of
well,
them are like spear and shield. Like traditional, like
Mm-hmm.
phalanx type. Um, yeah.
Well, I guess there ain't nothing to it but do it like Pruitt used to do it. Get on
Well,
out there.
I think that little gnome over there should have. Okay, buddy. Should have the should take a squad of crossbowmen since the gnome always uses crossbows.
Uh, Speaking of the gnome, Edwin, you see up
Yeah.
behind you, boom, 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 um, Auroras, the owl bear, with this like kind of thorned helmet mounted to it, comes up
Oh,
behind you.
didn't I like him earlier? Weren't we kind of friends?
Yeah, you were riding around on her.
Yeah. Back when uh, Rakshas was fighting his papa.
Yeah. Um, would you like? She kind of like bends down for you to mount.
This is going to be great. Now, okay, I don't feel like yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It'll help you keep up. I mean, you've got that kind of slower movement speed. Plus, just shooting crossbows mounted on top of a polar bear owl. Yeah. Um, so yeah, you can kind of specialize your troops. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can move you to the map. All right. All right. Let's see. Layer, token layer. Boom. Can you guys see currently?
See the
Couple
snowfield,
bushes
the
and a rock.
rock, and the green spears.
All right.
Oh, there's the undead, the three
So
green circles.
those three circles are your troops. If somebody wants, um, ooh,
What in the world is the one on the left that looks like a? Oh,
yeah,
okay, it's
okay,
gone.
yeah, that was the wrong one. Um, so effectively, as you guys move forward, you'll be able to roll, and we'll see, what encounters occur. Um, Effectively, yeah. Like I said, this is going to be a little bit different. Um, so let's go ahead and see. Okay, so the one over on the far left is going to be the one under the control of Rakshas's. That is going to be under the control of the chief. Um, yeah.
Am I supposed to be in there, or are we supposed to be in there? Or are we just looking at the map right now?
Right now, we're just looking at the map.
Okay,
Effective.
okay. Just
Yeah.
making sure my computer's.
Um. So, and then the one on the. Go ahead and just roll. Everybody, roll a d4 for me. 4, 3, 1. By the way, Karathu, are you talking or anything? Because I haven't.
No, I
There we
can
go.
you hear me?
Okay.
I haven't
Yeah.
been talking.
Okay. Just making sure. All right. Fourth.
Where's Zeke? You rolling,
So
Zeke?
Yep, just give me 1 second. I'm having to. Yep, hold on.
So the D4 literally 1 through 4.
Yeah, like it's only got the four possible.
Okay.
All right. So this actually works out great. Um, and then you guys see Xandar stays behind with some of the medical troops to help cure their like he's
Yeah,
assisting
with the
with that.
women and children. He stays back with the women and children.
No, I mean these are guys, paramedics basically, kind of. They've got medical equipment, potions, things like that. They're just gonna help you guys if people go down and whatnot.
Hmm.
So let's move them. Alrighty. Alright. Alrighty. So to start with, you guys see one the last group of soldiers on the left, the one being led by the chief. They go out with they holler a war cry, and they're gonna go ahead and move forward.
When you say chief, you're who, who's the chief? Who, is that like my father, or is
Yeah,
it their general? Or
yeah,
oh,
that's
okay.
yeah. Um,
It's not Big Red Chief, is it?
I
Ow.
no. And then I'm gonna go ahead and roll a d20. Effectively, a a 10 or higher, and they don't really seem to encounter any enemies. Each of these tiles is effectively about 30 feet. So yeah, they start storming up ahead. Next is going to be Rock. That's you.
So I don't highlight a token. I just roll.
Yeah, go ahead and so you can like join up with one of the other platoons if you like. You have 6 squares of movement, um, and then you can you have the actions charge, brace, and attack. But yeah, go ahead and roll a d20 for me. Yeah. Um, so yeah, you can move forward 6 units, or you can combine like move alongside one of your fellow s- squads.
Who's that? Who's that just to the right of me? About 6 squares.
That one is Edwin.
I tell you what, it might not hurt for us to have at least one big combined force. I'll slide to the right and with him and Auroras.
Alrighty. And then you also have a dash action. You can basically use that to move up together when it is his turn.
Okay, when it's Edwin's turn.
Yeah, which is he's right next.
Okay.
So Edwin, you see Rock and his group of soldiers move up alongside you guys. Um, you're riding on Aurorus, kind of the head of the pack. Um, you guys can move up if you like.
Can we move up behind that rock just about 11 o'clock from us?
This one over here.
It could be. I was thinking, or well, how far can we go with my dash?
So that'd be another 6 units.
So the last rock that you did, maybe, and
Yeah.
then he can get up on. He and Aurora can get up on top of that rock and get a better field of view. See what they can see.
Yeah. So Edwin, do you want to move up?
Yeah, we'll move up to that rock. That's about what 25 feet.
Take me.
Yeah, I got you. Edwin, go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Yes, boy.
All right. So far, no sign of any enemy squads. So next is going to be Zeke.
Can Aurora smell for them? Sniff the air. If we roll like a insight or perception or something to see if she can get a far off scent,
Um,
maybe for
yeah,
direction.
yeah. Uh, so Edwin, go ahead and roll me a d20, and I'll add her bonus.
D20.
Yeah, perception is a +3. So with unfortunately not. Right now, there's a little bit too much going on. So Zeke, that's gonna be you.
Sorry, my stuff was messing up right there. What happened?
Uh, no, it's all good. Effectively, you're in command of one of
Yeah,
these groups. You can definitely spend
yeah.
something
We
like
can go ahead.
key to bonus their movement, but otherwise, they've got 6 squares, and then they can dash for another 6.
Okay. Yeah, and I assume these are my guys right here.
So yeah, this one right here is you.
Yeah, I guess we'll dash up ahead. We'll
Alrighty.
move it dash. And it's more like I'm running fast and they're just trying to run with me.
Yeah. You see your guys like they have their weapons kind of stowed real quick, and they're just dashing alongside you. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me. You're looking for above a 10. 14. Yeah, so still no sign of any enemies. This is pretty close to your guys' own battlefield, so makes sense that there's not really any platoons out here. And then finally, that's going to be Karathu. You got guys over here.
How do you draw that circle around it when you click it?
So when you're on the pointer, you can just click and hold, and it'll.
Oh, okay. Ah,
Okay, the guys in the very corner there.
Yeah, you got the guys right here.
gotcha. Thank you.
And what do we have?
So I mean, you can kind of if your abilities make sense to use with it. I mean, we're kind of going with that, especially if you're spending something. But yeah, you should be able to like bonus action dash with them. So you could probably get your guys moving pretty fast. So you can use your movement, action dash, and then bonus action dash.
I guess I'll get online with everybody else then.
Alrighty. So yeah, you move up to here. So that's actually not. That's actually just with your regular movement. And do you want to use your bonus action to dash?
I mean, I can. I'm not sure where to go because I don't see anything on the map really.
Yeah.
Uh,
Go ahead and roll a d20 for me. Yep. Still no sign of anything. I'd say you can try to make a investigation check to try to track them, or perception. So you've got kind of the scout guys in your group, and you guys are able to tell that they've got some troops hidden out in the trees over here.
Can I launch fire arrows or anything into that tree brush?
You could definitely. Well, so a spear volley is probably not going to be close enough. But you guys could like move towards them, or you could call like up for the ballistas to go for them.
Yeah, let's say that and just obliterate the tree cover.
Yeah. So effectively, next turn you'll be able to. We'll say that's your action is identifying where they are. Next turn you'll be able to call hell on them.
So basically spotting.
Yeah. So these guys are gonna move up behind uh, you guys.
Hey, hey.
Alrighty. So at the end of the round, I'm gonna roll for this. Okay. So you guys see the Chiefs group comes upon some fire. You see they've got a an ogre throwing one of the undead hill giants throwing rocks at them from over here, and a set of troops moving up on them. So, oh damn.
Josh, why do you hate them?
It's just the way the game goes.
I mean, you maybe could do that to Rock because he's earned that. But that Chief, he's been nothing but good.
I mean, he beat the crap out of Rock.
But he didn't talk back to the the DM, and that's what mattered.
His wife left him.
So, effectively, you see the chief. They're getting pelted by rocks, getting attacked by these undead. Um, okay, so you see he manages to like have his troops stay together, doing a morale check. Um, so that is going to be him. They're going for an attack on these guys. You see, they kind of just get involved in the melee over here. That's gonna be Rock. That's you. Rock, you there? Hello.
Those two things.
There you go.
I,
Oh, okay.
Oh, you couldn't hear me?
I couldn't. No.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah.
I heard you. I heard you though. Josh didn't.
Oh, yeah. So we only know of the ones that are over here attacking here, the frost giant or dad, and then the ones up there in the cover above Carathu.
Correct.
And it is, let's see how far. And I can move how many squares? 6?
Yeah, and then you can dash if you like.
Um, well, 6 would get me over there if it's Oh, 6 squares, not 6 units, right?
Yeah, 6 squares.
3, 4, 5, 6. And then it would be another 1, 2, 3. So I can move 6. Can I dash half of that distance?
You so if you would like, you could enter a rage, and you can go the extra couple units.
I wonder if I ought to enter a rage and then how'd I do that shit last time? I did a reaction and I did a rage and turned on either was it Spirit Guardians or 28 Days Later, one of them that increased my
Yeah,
hit point.
yeah, but that also costs your attack action too.
I mean, I
So
can't attack this first time, I don't think, or can I?
no,
Can
that's what
I
Josh was
move and
saying.
then attack?
If you wanted
So
to
yeah, if you
move
want,
and rage,
yeah, if you wanted to move and rage, you could probably get there, because
All
you
right.
guys, because again, this isn't like you as an individual; it's you as a group, and you guys have like spear attacks that have some range. You could give them some cover.
Yep. All right. Well, mine are probably mostly foot soldiers. Edwin probably has the ranged folks, maybe, but all right. So I just checked off a rage. I will move right up to them. And Edwin, do you want to come along with, or does he have to wait till his turn?
He would have to wait till his.
All right, so I'm going to go up here, and I guess I can effectively attack now.
Yeah. Would you like? Would you guys like to? Would you like to make it reckless?
Yeah, why not? Great rep and master and reckless this first go round, sure. Now, do I roll or do y'all roll, or how does that work? Oh, you roll. Okay.
Actually, yeah. No, you can go ahead and roll. So they've got but it just roll a d20.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So not with my weapon. All right.
Yeah. This is like I said. I'm trying something different.
Shit.
Um.
That was the first one. I'm going reckless, so I guess I get
Yeah.
another right.
Go ahead and add another. Yeah, you get them. You guys run up, launch your spear volley. It's gonna be, well, I wasn't rolling to hit. 10 damage to them. So a pretty good chunk of damage out of these guys.
Okay. I think that's all I can do, isn't it? Those. Do I get one attack in reckless? Do I get one or four, two or four
It's
when I'm
it's only gonna
reckless?
be one because, like I said, it's not you as a
Okay.
individual.
Yep.
All right. So that's going to be Edwin.
All right, I'll move towards the big rock, I guess, just to the right side of it.
All righty. So
And
yeah, you move to the rock. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me. Looking for above a 12. So you catch a troop heading towards you. They aren't quite at you yet, but within the next couple rounds they will be. Um, yeah. So you can charge him, which is going to be a dash, and you can make a melee attack alongside it. Um, but
Okay.
it'll mean that you're physically in the brawl, or you can try to hit him from afar. Oh, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Josh is having a little technical issues.
Can you cast a spell at them?
Uh, yeah. If you have a area of effect spell or something like that,
But
you
how,
can.
yeah, let me check something right quick. Let me.
Yeah, because you have like Ebenezer, Scorcher you could use. You
Yeah,
have Fireball.
I was just seeing if Spirit Gardens works against undead.
Well, that one would be centered on you.
Yeah,
And then
okay.
But Fireball.
I don't have Fireball, but I've got the Scorcher.
I think for the Scorcher, you'd probably have to move up a couple more tiles because again, these are a decent
And
sized.
now, Hypnotic
Thing.
Pattern, because that reaches out 120 feet.
Oh yeah, that's a good distance. And is that centered on you, or is that a point that you choose?
Let me look.
Point he chooses. I'm pretty sure.
Somebody watching Timcast?
Okay, it's
What is that?
I create a pattern of colors weaves inside a 30-foot cube within range, and my range is 120 feet.
Oh
So
yeah, you could
yeah,
you could totally do that. So yeah, you see, you start casting this massive spell. They have to roll what kind of saving throw?
let me go back to it. Da, 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 da. Oh, I think it's a wisdom, but hold on. Each Christian, they must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Do I need to go ahead and cast it?
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and cast it.
Okay.
So you see, against all odds, this entire platoon of undead soldiers, they drop their weapons down and they're just stunned. They are affected by your hypnotic pattern.
Good.
All right. So that is going
Do
to.
we know yet if the general can be seen?
You guys don't. From the enemies that you see, you guys don't see any general here. So
All
that
right.
is going to be Zeke. Um, so yeah, you're up a little bit ahead. You figured out from Karathu's platoon that there's some enemies up ahead over here by the trees. Um, you can try to attack them from a range, or you can just try to get to the other side of the field if you like. Or you could probably run up and attack these. Like it depends on what you want to do. Zeke.
So I was talking, and then you asked, you heard, Eventually,
Well, I
like,
heard
can you guys
somebody
not hear me?
snoring.
But yeah,
I heard somebody snoring.
was that you from earlier? So you're saying I could attack these guys probably?
Yeah, you could probably make it up to them. I will say I don't know if hypnotic pattern uh, will end if they get attacked. You could also try to make it to the other side of the field, or you could try to strike some of these guys that are in the tree
Um, we'll just keep pushing up.
line. Okay. So you are the one right here.
Yeah,
So do you push up at a diagonal or do you go straight?
we go straight up the field.
All right. All right. Go ahead and roll another d20 for me.
All right.
12. Um, so yeah, you just managed to get by them without actually attracting their attention. But as you guys pass, you
Wait,
find.
isn't that's not me? I thought.
That's care to, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah, no, this is the one I've got marked for you.
okay, that one. Okay.
Yeah. Um.
I was gonna say I wasn't planning on like dashing.
Oh, so just the. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still
I
you.
wasn't. I don't want to get too far from everyone. So,
So
but
they
I do
haven't.
know.
They
Hold on.
haven't noticed. Okay.
Sorry, I was gonna say I was just going to put on patient defense. Let me
Okay.
get up here.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Now you can
Yes.
tell. I
So
wanted to make sure
you
I
guys
was.
start bracing.
Yeah.
You see these guys come out from hiding up here. All right. Um. So yeah, you put on your patient defense, start bracing for attacks, and carry through. That's going to be you. Go ahead and roll 2d20s for me. So the you see launch they launch like uh an arrow with a like piece of cloth tied to it over at the tree line, being the signal for focus fire here. The ballistic they fire some bolts down at the trees, and you see a good one of the ogres hidden there, um, or one of the hill giant hidden there, takes the hit. Um, let's go ahead and roll that damage. Nice. So yeah, it gets a pretty good hit off on the hill giants. And then do you want to move or do any attacking?
I guess attack those undead right in front of us.
So do you move up to them?
Well, is this unit an archer unit or a range unit or just a melee unit?
They have a couple of options. So you could like you have a spear volley that can go a couple like 3 units away, um, and then you can also just charge them.
And they are stunned at the moment, right? He can do it
These
with
one,
advantage.
yeah, these ones right here are stunned. These ones right here are not.
I guess then, yeah, we'll run up and attack the stunned ones.
Okay. So yeah, you guys launch a volley. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me. So unfortunately, oh wait, you guys have it. You have advantage, so go ahead and roll it again. Okay, so that'll hit. Um, so let's go ahead and 2d8 damage, and then what's your sneak attack?
Right now, 66.
So go ahead and roll half of your sneak attack for me. So 22. So yeah, you guys launch out and decimate this group of undead.
Go, boy.
All right. So that is going to be the medical troops who are going to move over to the chief. They're going to basically spend their whole action to get there, so they can't really do that much. And then he's going to charge them. For 6.
Did he have to charge if he was already within range? Did it make it more powerful when he moved closer or something?
So yeah, to do a charge, it has to be the melee attack
Hmm.
versus the spear throw. You can be 3 units away or 3 squares away.
Not green bubble to green bubble, but token to token.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. Rock, that's going to be you.
Well, what can I do from where I'm at? Do I have to get moved closer to be able to do a melee?
Yeah, you would have to, but you have the range to be able to get within melee.
Yeah. I will go ahead and charge. Move on up to melee.
Alrighty. So you move up.
Yep.
Does he get
I'm
a
gonna.
flanking advantage?
Yeah. Go ahead and
Just, I
roll
was
a
just
d20
curious,
for
like
me.
if that was the thing. This, I was just curious more.
Jesus Christ. So all right. So Rock, go ahead and roll me 4d8s.
It
So
didn't
Rock,
show. Oh, yeah, it is. Yep.
So Rock, your father charges up to these guys, engages them in melee. You in a rage, storm up to these guys, just taking them out with your axe. Um, you bring these guys down. I will point out that you still have a hill giant going for attacks.
I have a hill giant. Is that that's an ogre up above me, isn't it?
An undead hill giant.
Oh, okay. Is that same as undead hillbilly?
Yeah, something like that.
All right. So what were you saying? Still got him doing what? Throwing rocks?
Yeah, he's gonna still be throwing rocks at you when it comes to it.
Do I get another attack or kill or whatever move since I killed?
You still have a little bit of movement left. Yeah, you have 3 more squares of movement.
1, 2, 3. So if I move 3 towards him, does that allow me to? Was that 1 or 2 or 2 or 3 that you just did?
That was 3.
Okay. Um, you sure?
It
Yeah,
might
that
be
was only
2.
two,
Yeah,
Josh.
my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything negligent about the dungeon master. Not this
It's all
early in the
good.
game.
It's all good.
Um, so can I do a ranged attack now with javelins or?
So you already made an
Okay.
attack,
Okay.
but next time you should be within range to just hit him
All
from
right.
afar.
Yep.
And I actually skipped over the enemies at the end of the last one. So that's going to be these. Okay. So I skipped over the enemies. Uh, so he's gonna throw a rock at you, Rock.
Hmm.
Um, it is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, I think I'm
So let's
16. It
make
shows
sure.
18,
Yeah.
but
Um, so it's gonna be 10 damage. You
half because
see,
I'm raging.
yeah, actually we can do that. You see your guys. Um, a couple of them get knocked down by this big rock being thrown at them. but they're still standing.
Okay. So I actually do 5 damage on me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
These guys are going to move up. And then dash, but they can't actually do any attacks. He'd be another square over. You see Karathu, 2 of these hordes start heading towards you. And then Zeke, this hill giant, is going to make a rock attack. Does a 6 hit?
No.
All right. And then this guy comes out from cover. All right. So that is going to be Edwin.
Can I launch a crossbow attack at those in front of Zeke?
Unfortunately not. The ones in front of Zeke are going to be too far away. You could move up and assault the ones in front of Karathu, though.
I don't care to. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's 2 in front of him, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna move straight up about 2 squares, and then I'm gonna launch crossbows.
You'd have to get a little bit closer. You could, if you move
Okay.
up your full 6, you should be good.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, how many of my folks are going to shoot crossbows at these guys?
We can say so. Out of the 25 people that it is, or out of the 50 people that it is, it's probably going to be like 10 or 15 or so.
So I've got 10 or 15 archers fixing to blast.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I do a roll or do I?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a. Just roll a d20 for me. It's going to be a +3. You're looking to hit a 14. All right. So go ahead and hit. It's 2d8s. So go ahead and roll 2d8s for me. So I mean, your guys launch some shots. They don't do all that much, but it is enough to force a morale check. So effectively, they've got to roll higher than a 4. Yeah. All right. So that is going to be Zeke.
All right, I'm going to
Hold yours
push up.
down. Where's Zeke at? Okay.
I'm going to push up to the hill giant.
All righty. Do you get directly in melee, or are you going for ranged?
We get into melee.
Yeah. So you
So
guys
we're
you
gonna
see
do
your
it.
guys surround this hill giant.
Yeah. So we're going to charge in, and as we get close, I'm going to throw my lightning javelin.
Alrighty. So he's got to make a dex save.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 14.
And then DC 13. So he takes half.
All right. So 8 plus 10. All right.
And then we're going to all going to start slashing into him repeatedly.
So is this going to be a flurry of blows, or because
This is
otherwise you
just
would
my
only.
second action.
So yeah, not really doing second attack because again, it's not
Oh, I
individual.
got you. Yeah, could I say like do the flurry of blows as my key and be like, men attack as fast as furious as possible, kind of like give them the speech to just attack
Yeah,
that second.
yeah. Center yourselves, boys. That kind of thing.
Exactly.
So yeah, and then with that, so you spend the key, and the giant goes down.
Okay.
Was it one giant or a group of giants?
So these guys are. It's just one of these giants, but they're effectively the size of like a platoon of people.
All right, and I think that's it because if that was my bonus action,
Yeah.
I don't. That's nothing else.
All right. So Karathu, that's gonna be you.
I'll just attack the one nearest.
Alrighty. So go ahead and roll a d20 for me. You're looking for above an 11.
Can I give him an inspiration before he rolls?
Yeah, you can give him an inspiration.
All right, Kirito.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. So go ahead and roll 2d8 for me.
Do you want me to still do the 3d6?
This time I don't believe you have advantage. Technically you
He is flanked technically by another squadron.
tell you what, yeah. Go ahead and give me the half your sneak attack. Effectively, you're like going in between like members of your own group, uh, stabbing different ones. So this one still stands. All right. So that's going to be the medical troops who are finally going to get to actually do something. They are going to rally. And then this one is going to aid.
Imagine the medics running up to you and just saying, "You can do it. Heal yourself. You can do it." Morale goes up, but also you're scared because no one actually healed you. They just yelled at you to be better.
Buzz
Did a little bit
killer.
of healing.
Buzz killer.
Just run on by, just yelling at you to get better. That's the way of them healing you.
All right. So that is going to be the enemies. So rock, they're gonna the giant's gonna throw another rock at you.
All right.
Actually, no, he's gonna move up to melee, and he's gonna go at your guys with a club.
Okay.
So
Roll me a d20, please.
you see, as he brings this thing out, your guys all put up their shields, block it. So that's gonna be the end of his. That's gonna be the guys on Karathu. So these guys are looking to break a 13. Neither of them hit. So you see Karathu, you and your guys are getting like surrounded. Edwin's folks are just a little bit away, providing some cover. But you guys are managing to hold out. And then Zeke, you see this troop moves up to you and is going to charge. Or no, they're just going to make a regular maul. Um, And then a 14 doesn't hit you specifically, right? But it is going to do half to your troops. All right. So
Does that mean it does half damage to me?
No, you're fine. It's
Oh.
just the troops and you have a far different AC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. So it's gonna be this. That's definitely good enough to hit for 9. All right. So Rock, that's gonna be you.
So if I just get one attack, it doesn't really matter if I go reckless or not, does it?
I mean, it'll mean you're more likely to actually hit because they don't have all that good of a bonus to it.
Okay. Yeah. What do I have to do to go reckless? Just say it. I'm
So
going
yeah,
reckless.
you're going
Okay.
reckless. They'll have a better opportunity of hitting your guys, but all right, go ahead and roll it again, and that's a crit. So go ahead and roll 4d8s for me. 11, and he's going to have to roll a morale check. All right. So you see, just barely, this giant is staying in the fight.
Okay.
That's going to be Edwin.
Can I shoot my? I'm gonna cast Ashkenazer Scorcher at the one right above Caratu.
Boom.
All right. Yeah,
Nice.
you can move up and start casting spells at him.
Well, can I move up at a diagonal above about 10
Like
o'clock
this.
above the two and shoot straight down at both of them in a line?
What's the range on Agonizer Scorcher?
I think 30 feet. Let me check. Can do everything on the 30 feet.
Yeah. You can get both of them in it. They'll have to roll a dex save, right?
Yeah, 3d8. Uh, duh, 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 duh.
So yeah, that you see you're casting these spells, and it just tears through these guys. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
D20.
No. Whatever the damage for the spell is going to be.
Oh, whoa, whoa. God. Oops, hold on a second. There we go.
15. All right. So you see, one of the troops that was hit pretty bad goes down, but the other still stands.
Okay.
Alrighty. Then that's going to be Zeke.
I'm just gonna attack the guy right here.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Wow, I was gonna burn a luck, but never mind. It looks like my luck was probably bad. If I had a 7 and a 6.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll 2d8. They're just gonna take half.
Well, okay, I was gonna say, just so you know, that's one attack right there I rolled. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay. 2d8.
So -5. Alrighty.
Can I burn a key to do a flurry of blows again?
Yeah, you can.
Rally for the second attack. There we go. What is this, a d20 again?
Yeah.
Or do you want me to roll it normal? How do you want
Yeah,
this?
go ahead and just roll the d20 for me. It'll be another one of those attacks. So another half. So go ahead and roll 2d8s. 4. All right. So that is going to be Karathu.
I'll just attack the one next to me again.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Use an inspiration
Uh,
if you need it.
If you want to, you can also steady aim.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll steady aim.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll 2d8s, and then you can do your sneak attack as well. Well, half sneak attack, yeah. 8 plus 11. So Karathu, you finish off this battalion. All right. It's gonna be the medical troops. They're gonna go ahead and aid your guys.
And with the women and children. And got some Bactine.
Little dabble to you.
Mercurochrome.
I wonder if they have any SpongeBob Band-Aids.
All right. So that's gonna be the giant. He's gonna take another club attack at your guys. Um, Another miss, but this one isn't that bad. So it's gonna do half. Only 1 point of damage to your crew.
Okay, mine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then that's gonna be the guys on Zeke. So that is a miss, but not by too much. So it's gonna be half damage. So only 4 to Zeke's crew. All right. It's going to be an attack against the giant.
Okay, Dad. Yeah, go ahead and do
That
it.
one's a real bad miss. You see his troops. They start kind of falling back. They're still kind of a bit roughed up. They're going to go ahead and make a morale check. Okay, so they managed to stay with it. All right, that's going to be you, Rock.
All right. I guess I'll go ahead and see if I can finish up what Daddy couldn't. So D20.
Yep. And are you going reckless again?
Oh, I didn't say I was, but yes, I was.
Mm-hmm. All right. Go ahead and roll 2d8 for me. You guys bring down this giant.
Man, that took forever for a
Yeah.
hill giant.
All right. That's gonna be Edwin.
Can I have a chit chat with my dad to see what the hell's going on with him? He's like a little girl.
I
Can
mean,
he not wear bear or nothing? And it doesn't matter now, but when he's with a group of troops like that, can he do a wear bear for morale or something? Or I mean, they're like sissies.
Mhm.
eh, you know, uh, Edwin. That's gonna be you. You can probably
All
do it
right.
after the.
Okay, yeah, we'll have a little chat after.
You got any enemies near you, Rock?
No, no,
Zeke?
Dad did, but I cleared them out for him.
You don't hear Zeke, you just hear fighting in the distance.
Well, how about I move over towards you 25 feet and what would you like me to come throw at your opponent? Crossbows, or would you like me to cast something to you?
Um, I mean, I'm almost done with them, but if they're within a range of a shatter spell, you can probably use one.
So yeah, what's the range on shatter?
Let me look. Dang, got some freaking laptops. Shattered, I've got 60 feet.
Um, Probably too far away to get on this round, but next you would definitely be able to.
Okay.
Can he shoot something at him that distance if he points it up?
You could make a crossbow attack at a disadvantage if you want.
Yeah, I'd like to. That's all I can do. Let's do it.
Alrighty. So you guys aim up a little bit, try to get them. Go ahead and roll 2d20s for me. We'll take whichever's lower.
2d20.
Yeah.
Ooh,
All right. So that's the two.
I got arrows
So
selling through the air, man. There's like 50 of them, and they're in a tight pattern, so something's going to hit.
well, again, it's only like 15 guys, but yeah. Go ahead and roll a d8 for me. All right. So yeah, you guys get a couple of them, but it's not much. All right, that's gonna be
See,
Zeke. Yeah,
All right, you guys can hear me. Okay.
yeah,
mm,
gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack these guys again.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll me a d20. All right, go ahead and roll me 2d8s. All right, and then do you want to spend another key or?
Yeah, let's go ahead and spend another key.
All right, go ahead and roll another 2d8. Oh boy. All right, well that is enough to bring them down. All right, so yeah, you guys after this rough battle, some of your troops are a little bit injured, um, but the battlefield seems to be at least a little bit cleared, at least for this stretch of it. You guys should be able to get to your destinations, whether it's the fort, the ballistas, or if you guys want to go ahead and march on further towards the horde.
We don't get a
oh,
short rest or nothing, do we?
Unfortunately, not.
oh, so this wasn't the final battle. We didn't
This
win and
no.
save the world.
This is just like the amounts of troops that they had stationed very close to you guys' outpost. So you guys could split up. You guys know the chief is going off towards the ballistas.
I don't know if we can trust him to go by himself. He sucked. Um, so other than the ballistas, there's what? A fort,
Yeah,
and
there's a fort.
so just the two areas.
Yeah, I mean theoretically, once you guys have a little bit more things, you could probably make a move towards the larger horde.
Is this fort like a keep, or is it just a normal fort?
It's you would probably know that it's a old abandoned dwarven fortress, but it's fallen into ruin. But they have some things that you could salvage, like the old catapults.
Well,
And he said that your buddy Vrock was sent there, but they haven't heard word from him.
hmm, I don't know. Does somebody want to go with chief and two or three of us go to the fort?
Go with Chief.
Yeah,
Me
I'll
and
just-
I don't know how many they need at the
Actually,
ballistas.
well, theoretically, you guys could send Xandar and the medical squad off to the ballistas with him.
Yeah, okay. That's what he gets for not being here. He gets to go play with Dad.
All right. And you
refill the
guys,
refill the first aid kit.
head off to the fort.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And I think that'll be where we end it tonight.
Sure.